Good evening, lady and gentleman. Welcome to tonight's episode of Cringe Binge. I'm your host, Steve. I'm going to play a song, and we'll get started. Maybe a few more people will show up. What's the phrase? Disclaimer. Yeah. I'm not feeling good physically. Mentally is not so good either. So, physical and mental. Spiritually, I'm doing okay. So 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Here's a song, and we'll see what happens, all right? REM, good chance I'm singing along to this because they're like my favorite band. All right. Let's see what's happening tonight. I've spotted Josie over at QVC.
Suspicion yourself, don't get caught. Suspicion yourself, let us out. While the lower wolves, here's a house to put wolves at the door. In a corner garden, while the lower wolves, Suspicion yourself, don't get caught. Suspicion yourself, let us out. While the lower wolves, here's a house to put wolves at the door. In a corner garden, while the lower wolves,
Dennis Basso, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dennis with Alberti Popage. Don't get caught. Suspicion yourself. I'm gonna do the rest of my karaoke as Dennis. Suspicion yourself. Don't get caught. Suspicion yourself. While the lower wolves, here's a house to put wolves at the door. In a corner garden, while the lower wolves, Dennis Basso. I know. What's wrong with Steve? We need to talk about Steve. We need to have a talk Hi, everybody. Welcome. Sunday night, post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas. Happy December. Happy final month of the first quarter of the 21st century. How's that for an intro? It's me, Steve, and I feel like shit, and I have been for several days. You caught me at an hour where I'm at least, what do you call it? Function? I can function a little bit. I don't know, since I was last, this has been going on since my last stream, but since the last stream, it's gotten progressively worse. Most of my waking time is spent suffering from symptoms from the neck up, from my neuralgia. Mainly my ability to breathe through the left cavity of my sinuses without obstruction. And it drives me fucking crazy. And I'm going through one of these spells right now where my entire sinus cavity, it's raw. It is raw from just trying to create a breathing passage so that, like the rest of you listening to my voice right now, I could, I don't know, breathe, like a normal person. You take breath in through your nostrils, right? Breathe in, you breathe out. I'm not a mouth breather. I've tried, but I really don't like it. And I'm too stubborn to just settle for mouth breathing. So I can't help it. I have to go in there, have to try and decongest. I have to try to clear out whatever it is. But it just keeps recycling and regenerating almost instantaneously. I'll spend an hour, 2 hours, just sitting in one spot, trying to force a breathable air passage through that nostril, and I'll finally get a moment where it's clear, like I beat the almighty giant, and that moment lasts normally from anywhere from a few seconds to maybe a couple of minutes, and then the cycle just returns, and I do this for all day into the night. I wake up from it. I pass out from exhaustion from not sleeping. My sleep pattern's all over the fucking place. I can't even do activities that you would think a normal, lazy person would be able to do, like play video games. I try to get through this suffering doing something that's slightly enjoyable, but I can't even play a video game unless it's like Pac-Man or something, because this thing is it takes such a toll on your face. It makes it tough to concentrate, focus. Your equilibrium's completely off because all these symptoms are always on one side of your face, so the other half of you is completely normal and functioning fine. Almost looking at the other half of you going, what the fuck is your problem? Why can't you figure this out? And this has been going on now for about 14 years. And this is probably one of the worst episodes I've gone through since I've moved out here over 9 years ago. There's not much I can do other than to continue to take the medication. I've upped my dosage a little bit. Taking 1 or 2 extra pills a day just to try and suppress some of these symptoms. But for the most part, I am suffering something fierce, something to the point where it plays on one's mental health, because I start getting some pretty dark thoughts. I've had them before. I'll probably have them again. I feel like I'm used to it. The self-awareness is there. It's just a matter of how long am I going to be willing to tolerate these periods of suffering that I sometimes have to go through. Because the older I get, the more your body just wants to say, I've fucking had enough. I've had enough of this. I'm done trying to fight this thing. And it wins. It wins every time. I sit there. I try to clear my head, try and be able to breathe. I mean, this is all beyond just the pain jolts from my nerve ending. This is just This is just a side effect. This is a side effect of the neuralgia. And the side effect is crippling. It's debilitating. It's fucking... it's a nightmare that I wouldn't wish on anybody. Not even Agent Orange, who's just a month or so away from going into the White House. Holy shit. All right. So I got that out of the way. Full disclosure, I'm feeling like shit, but I'm here because I have found that when I'm going through this, I get a lot of jaw pain, and I'll start to get lockjaw sometimes because I'm constantly clenching the muscles in my face and contorting them, trying to find some level of comfort so that I can breathe. Again, like a normal person. Folks, don't ever take it for granted. Just going outside and breathing in some fresh air, just pure air, just sucked up between both your nostrils, and it just cleanly enters your lungs. That feeling, I haven't been able to have that feeling now in 14 years. I wish for that day where I can just breathe it all in, no obstruction, where it doesn't feel like I'm being waterboarded every time I breathe. I'm looking forward to wondering if that day will ever come back. I doubt it. But anyway, it's December. Happy holidays. How was your Thanksgiving? Great. What did I do? I didn't have any turkey, but I did have some pretty good food over the weekend. That's pretty much my only time of the day where I feel some sort of treat. Like, ooh, it's time for dinner. Yeah. This is probably a worse intro than Sean the Gym Collector could possibly do. I've got a completely silent group of, 5 people here? 7. Holy shit. All right, I better impress. Well, we're going to try and power through. Thank you for listening to my my sad story. I don't know what else to do about it, though, because I can't ignore it. It's definitely taking a toll on my ability to amuse others. I got 2 new subscribers. What the hell were they thinking? Yeah, I just, much faster than Sean, too. Only 6, yeah. We're about to get to our first item in record time. Did you guys put in your bids? You should start doing that now. Now that I'm entering this phase where I have to open up my show that's supposed to be for comedy and supposed to give you guys an outlet to maybe forget your troubles for a couple of hours and have a little bit of fun. And now I'm beginning my shows by dumping all of my personal baggage on you. Sorry about that. I don't want to make a habit out of it, but at the same time, I feel like if I don't do it, it's bad for me. I feel like it's therapeutic to talk about it, even if it's into this microphone in an empty room with 5 people allegedly watching me in various corners of the globe. Yeah. All right, so we're going to see what's happening. 9:17 a.m. over here in Thailand. We got Deneth.
Incredible selection of indulgent presents.
We're like 20 minutes behind on this thing. Yeah, folks, I might have to spend one full stream just absolutely breaking down what trigeminal neuralgia is like, what it does to you, not just physically, but like psychologically. It's incredible. It's like a built-in torture device. Like it almost feels like somebody is just trying to fuck with you, you know? Like this can't be an actual condition, but it is. All right, we've got a tech product of some sort. Let's see what's shaking here. Live on the queue, folks. I'll open up a bingo card, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to not commit too much. I have no volume. That's one problem. Volume is all the way up. What's going on here? Well, okay. I'm just going to have to refresh or reopen or something. We're done with this REM song. And I can still belt out the music. That's my number one way of combating when my face is absolutely torturing me. I sing. I know it sounds crazy. And I know that my neighbors, whether it's here or previous residences, I know I got people going, why does this guy just sit alone singing for hours a day? Well, it's me fighting my own face. All right. So this is what's going on now. We've got a bag. Let's get open a card. What have I watched or done here since my last stream? I don't know. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. This is the week where I need to start really locking in and looking to buy the computer that's going to grow my YouTube channel. The upgrade is coming. HD camera, 1080p quality, graphics, the whole schmear. All right, we've got Lock and Lock. Anything Mizrahi, Basso, or Mali. I'm going to run that clip back and cheat. In fact, if... oh, Josie's not on here. Hey, is that Katron? Just... It should be. Heyo, that's your normal salute. And just get confused because I think you got two accounts. Just going through the bingo squares for tonight's home shopping bingo here, Katron. Vague competitor reference, David's happy dance, dumb alternative use of a product, bedroom toy, stretching clothing or bending shoes, Hawaiian Justin Long, graphic doesn't match the product, Alberti Popage, folks, we're about to knock two squares out with a little bit of a rewind. Jane mentions one of her daughters, David's shirt apron combos on fleek, host goes over the color choices, a befuddling tangent, solar panels, Hawaiian Justin Long again. So that means the other guy whose name I will continue to forget because it only pops up every other month, and that's as long as it takes for me to forget it again. So, but whoever he is, you'll know him when you see him. I'm sure Marcia or somebody remembers. Hey, you don't have to think about it. Slow pour, mention him on occasion, 4 months or more away, uncomfortable model, meat juice, shyster selling health or beauty, snake oil, foreign channel food, vague health benefits, and any partial shirt tucking. Now, we head back over to Q1, and we run it back. Now, this used to be something I said was, you know, this isn't, we're not allowed to do this, but I've changed my mind. We're allowed to do this. So I'm going back to that Dennis Basso commercial, which is right about... Where the hell are you? Wait a minute. Did we miss it? Was it before all that? Looks like it is. Wait a minute. I'm confused. I thought I had this all planned out. Okay, it's right after this. Oh, we got David. Oh, wait. Shirt apron combo, folks. On fleek or not? You decide.
Pause, rewind if you miss a step.
I think it is. Because these colors, it's an interesting mix. Not one you would normally think would work, but I think it does.
Fast forward to the tastiest parts.
And you can stream it all for free.
I think this one's on fleek. I mean, it's good enough to put him on the cover of his fucking book or whatever. All right, we got David on fleek. I do remember reading that. There it is. Fitz, you're on one of the Darman squares.
And anytime, anywhere.
Hello, everybody.
Only on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app on your smart TV or streaming devices now.
No. All right. Show me Alberti and Dennis together.
Hi, I'm Sandra Bennett.
No.
And guess what? We're doing...
Where is that ad? Folks, we might be screwed out of two. Count them, 2 square. Oh, there they are. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got nervous.
Pennsylvania, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on QVC and QVC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alberti Popage and Dennis Basso. Together at last. Together forever and ever to pass. Together whatever we do. And don't you know I would Move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. Look at that. Piece of cake. Boom.
Long body, like long crossbody, you can. So it all adjusts right here. You can be very, very petite.
Never gonna give you up.
You can be very, very tall and get it the right length for you. So I'll tell you the measurements. It is about a 7-inch by 8-inch, but really
Sounds
that's
like
not
me.
the story. It's the way that it opens up and feels like it carries your whole life. And as I'm looking around, guess what? You can't see inside. So when I'm at the checkout counter or even the front wallet, I can open this up and I can see everything, but you can't. So like
Why do you think I'm like? Why do you think I'm so interested in wondering what's in your stupid little fucking bag? What do I want to see your used makeup tissue? What do I need to see?
that's my view, but you really
You got dinner rolled. Oh yeah, we got the hey. Judy. Oh, Judy's not here. We got Amanda.
Amanda?
We got Melinda.
I'm sorry, Melinda.
I'm sorry, I haven't found a replacement. There's Judy.
Judy!
And of course, Marcia.
Marcia.
Seeley's here.
Hey, Celie!
What a stupid show I'm running. All right.
they can't see anything. So it's like privacy, it's organization.
Nice and secure.
Let's go through the colors. So
Yes.
here's
Privacy.
our spotted leopard.
Colors. All right. There we go. Off the board. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Bird.
And there's that lining inside. Get your first lug bag. You don't want to
Lug
move
bag.
out because like
That's what my ex-girlfriend used to call me.
you said, you know where your pens are, you know where your phone
Get out of
is.
here, you
This
lug
size
bag.
is so perfect because it's not too small. You can carry a lot of makeup in there. You can carry your tissues, your
What did I say? Wadded up makeup tissues. And those are the first two things she says goes in the bag. You can carry around all your snot rags and
lip balm, your keys, your cell phone. She has a mini iPad mini in there. Like you could put
No,
your
she
Kindle in
doesn't.
there. Like there's so
there's no iPad of any kind in this thing.
much you can put in here, but it's not
With-
too
with-
big. Like
It is.
Just random like lipstick and other loose cosmetics just just bouncing around off your iPad. I doubt
if
it.
she wanted to put a heavy, like a bulky winter coat, she could actually put that on top of this bag, and no one would even know that she had it under her coat,
It's
right?
so
like,
true.
It's the
And why is that a what? What is the advantage? What?
perfect bag for travel. And if you are going on a bigger trip, and maybe you're going on an airplane or something, like take this.
Yeah.
If you want, you can even take.
Oh, is she gonna like do that thing from the movie Airplane where she hangs herself because Robert Hayes' story about his romance with Julie Haggerty just bores them to death?
The strap off if you'd like, but just put this in your big carry-on tote and then use this as like your giant wallet where you put your readers.
So what is it? Is it a small bag or is it a giant wallet? This is like the fucking El Camino of bags. Just trying to be a little bit of everything and you get nothing. You don't really get a car. You don't really get a truck. You get a monstrosity. What is
And
this?
your AirPods and your
Your
chargers
chargers,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. And then when you, it's all going to be right here. And then when you get to your destination, you can just pull it out with the handle. And then when you get to your destination, you have a really lovely bag.
You really
for
do.
running around. Like,
Looks perfect for North Korea.
I don't remember the last time I traveled and didn't have luggage.
I know, it's
Like
so
I
true.
can't go on a trip.
That's a lie. Do we have lying about using a product? Can't remember the last time she's gone anywhere without that bag. Liar. That's right. You can put it. Well, what you can do is take. What you want to do is take your compact, right, and then put that in your makeup bag. Put that makeup bag in this bag. Put this bag in your book bag. Put that in the suitcase, and then put that in your trunk. And you'll be good to go. All right? Fucking Russian nesting dolls for Bags. This is ridiculous. All right. Fake candles. We don't have that. Dumb alternative. I mean, it's a bag. What's the alternative use? Use it as a zip line? Just throw the cord over, or the strap over a cord and just zip line down.
Trip without lug, because it keeps you so organized.
It does. And I have so many friends that travel with
That's a lie. You don't have so many friends.
our brand, you know, like you said. It's just, you know where everything is. Everything is very mindful and
I don't know where everything is.
intentional and on purpose. And then what you're going to find is sometimes you come home and a lot of my friends don't end up changing out of bags this size because it is so perfect for every day.
Well, this is perfect.
This
It's
is
also
literally the best size.
Literally the best. You guys know the old expression, the best purse size? This is literally that.
Ever.
If you're thinking about giving it as a gift, first of all, it's 5 easy payments of $12. It is the size that I bet she doesn't have because a lot of us have really small bags. And
I got a
medium
size
and
I
big
bet
bags.
you
So
haven't
we don't
had.
have that like kind of hybrid between feels like a small bag but carries like a medium bag. The whole north-south design is brilliant. I feel like
Hey there,
if you're in
Andrea.
a hotel room and you put this bag down, you can almost work out of it. If you're at the checkout line, you can see everything.
I think it's time to add our newest to the harem. Andrea, we're building a list of names here.
I'm sorry, Melinda.
Danny! Amanda!
Marcia.
Maria.
Robin.
Hey, CD!
Melanie?
Jody!
I don't see an Andrea yet. You've never seen the cringe I've seen. You think this is cringe. I don't know. Did you just get here? Have you had enough time to determine what's cringe and what's not? I don't know. This introduction seems a little cringe. But welcome in. Right, Andrea. Just give me a moment here. Just doing a little maintenance here for the channel. Hope you don't mind. Now, what normally happens with this website, I have to click out of the web page, click back, and then I'll get an ad. Then I can close it, and then it'll allow me to play these. Little trick. Wait, these look familiar. Andrea, did we attempt to find a name for you already? Are you
Jody!
Oh, wait. I'm going to have to make a whole nother... Annie? Go with Annie? Like Little Orphan? Or Annie? Oh, can I use Annie from Misery? This isn't the right paper, Annie. This smudges, Annie. Well, I hope you're happy. Oh, Annie, Misery. Here it is. Let's see.
Annie!
Oh, it's cut. That's not good at all.
Annie!
That just won't do. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find Katron out there, you know. A lot of community clips. But the one from Misery is no good. Bridesmaids, The Proposal. Oh, Misery again. Oh, shit. I clicked on the wrong thing. All right, well, maybe this is the best way to look for it. Maybe there's a lot of... Wow, look at all these. Okay, there's a lot of Annies. All right, here's a screaming Annie.
Annie!
That's the one we heard. And then there's a question mark.
Annie? Annie?
All right, we can go with that. That'll work. That will do the trick. Annie has entered the chat. All right. Long commercial. Let's see if we can just come back to it.
Everything. Like everything has a place. You will never.
Not me. I don't
be
have a place.
Going like this, trying to find something.
I don't know
in your
where
little
my
bag.
place
And you know
is.
what I'm realizing holding it like this? I just wanted to give you that total view of how much room you have, and then that gusseted section, that bridge
It's like a
design.
filing cabinet, like
I know.
like an accordion case or something. It's wild.
And you know what else I'm noticing, Sandra? Nothing's falling out.
Well,
Right?
that's
I'm
what I like.
tilting it.
Nothing's falling out. That's all you can ask for, right, folks? Oh, wow. It's one. These ads. First of all, YouTube is becoming unwatchable, and it's really frightening the shit out of me when I'm sitting here just now trying to grow a successful channel over my own other channel. I don't know how much potential viewers are going to tolerate ads popping up as often as they are now. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, you want to play like a music playlist, they're throwing ads in between every song now. God, it's only been like a year or so when there was 0 ads because, you know, my ad blocker was working A-OK. And no, I'm not paying for premium. What do I look like? Yeah, I got a Stream Deck. This is the like the interface or whatever. So I just uploaded the Andrea name. I go into my sounds file. There it is. Pop it in. Hike up the volume. Go over to my physical little thing here, and then hit the button.
Annie?
And Annie's in. Close that. Yeah, I mean, they're just because I was trying to watch a 1 hour long review of a bad movie last night on YouTube, and I was getting an ad every 5 minutes, which is ridiculous. And one of them wasn't even skippable. It was a 15-second unskippable ad followed by a skippable ad. Ugh. Hi, everyone. Are we doing bingo today, Steve? Yes, Jacob, we are. We took a momentary break to add Andrea to the list of cult members, excuse me, fans of the program. And, yeah, it's a growing list. So let's take a look at this board and see what, let's go to Pearl TV right now. We got solar panels and uncomfortable model on the board tonight. Normally this is a good place for that. Oh, you've got a HP computer you bought off of QVC.
Sollten da keine Tattoos auf den Körper kommen.
That's a lot of leg. Holy Toledo. All right, I'm starting to get it now. I don't know why I didn't objectify Diana earlier than this, but going forward, yeah. I'm just going to have to objectify her. I mean, she's a year older since I found her, right? It's getting less and less weird, right?
Aber hiermit
But I'm a year older too, so I don't know.
Ja, wenn ich dran denke, wie diese Aufklebetattoos, wie die immer beliebt sind, das kann man hier ganz einfach selber machen mit so einem
I just want to see this guy and her switch clothes just once.
Airbrush-Stift, aber natürlich auch auf Papier mal schöne Motive. Also wir haben wirklich so viele putzige Motive hier mit reingepackt. Es ist ein Riesenspaß. Und das hier wirklich auch noch hier als Geschenketrend dieses Jahr sehr erfolgreich.
Okay. Is this supposed to be art? Okay.
Schauen Sie mal, nicht mal 25 €. Die Bestellnummer für den Platz Nummer 5, unseren Airbrush-Stift mit den 48 Stiften. Die
Couldn't come up with a German word for airbrush, could you?
Bestellnummer ist die ZX6890 und die 569. Ja, kann man mal wieder richtig kreativ sein. Ich finde sowas immer viel, viel besser.
Hey, how you doing there, Mikey? Mike Capone, folks. Didn't I see you down at the club earlier?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Irgendwie vor der
Baltimore?
Double-Kiste zu-
What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha. Oh, the drop-dead gorgeous 21-year-old German model has left the stage. Does this mean she's about to bring out another item?
Ja, das ist eine Neuheit hier.
Yes,
ich habe sowas
she
noch nie
is.
gesehen und finde das so praktisch und bin
Yes,
begeistert
she
davon.
is.
Das ist ein Produkt, das habe ich jetzt wirklich zum ersten Mal.
Dude, 3-inch at least heels. They have got her.
schon bin begeistert davon.
Ja, es ist ein Produkt, das habe ich jetzt
Wow.
wirklich zum
Good Lord. Can you walk through like an airport with these? Are you allowed on a plane wearing these? This is an honest question. I would not feel comfortable with these weapons. Well, we might have to come back. Let's go to the kitchen. We got meat juice and some other things. Boom. How was she uncomfortable? I didn't really get I didn't get enough of a look. We'll come back. We'll come back. She was making me uncomfortable, to be honest. If anything. All right. Are we having an argument here? These two look like they're about to go at it. She looks like, I dare you to say it. I dare you.
Or whatever it is that you're dipping. Perfect. And then over here, we just did a side dish.
Oh, that's Paul Paris. That's the Paul Paris print. So where there's Paul Paris, there could be Doodle Doo. They just, we just missed the slap.
So, yeah, it's great for dips. It's great for spreads. But we call it magical transformation at Temptations. Like one thing can do so many different things. This is that piece.
Yes, yeah. Well, as you say, because it can go straight from the oven to the table.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many different ways that...
Wait, do we have a foodgasm? Would this count? There's no food.
Yeah, well, as you say, because it can go straight from the oven to the table.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many different ways that, we're seeing this as savory, we're seeing it as sweet,
Yes.
with the strawberries and the sauce and the cream. I love the idea of doing a breakfast bar with
Isn't
your
this
cream
great?
cheese.
Yes.
And what do we have here? Jelly?
Jellies and your butters. And I just love the fact that even if you're going to decorate with the kids, right, and you're going to do like different cupcakes and you put all your toppings on there.
Ooh.
Look, right?
This would be so good for decorating.
Layered into a charcuterie board, because I love a charcuterie board can be really flat. This is how you get height. And whoever said no to taking a strawberry and dipping
Me.
it in caramel sauce?
Oh.
Not me, anyway. Have you? No.
No. That's definitely on my things I will.
Ew, look at the caramel on her finger.
No.
That's definitely on my thing.
Gross. Yeah. That's straight out of Wicked, right? That's giving Snow White the old apple. Stretching on Q2. We got that on the board? We do. Ooh, it's a good square to get, too. Okay, let's go. Judy coming in with the report. Folks.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to just keep our composure.
61048.
Graver. I hardly know her. They're stretching the stuff. These shirts.
I'm so excited because this bomber jacket has been my go-to the entire show. Save me one, please, because this bomber jacket is that perfect completer piece. Ivory spice, 300 remain.
It's awful. You're dressed like a casino floor. It's horrible. So before this, these look more stretchy. Uh-oh, here she goes. Oh, she's going in. Self-stretch.
Color, look at the way it just glides over my body. So
Oh, my. That is... Oh, yeah. One size fits all. Folks! Knock that off the board. Well done, Judy. Folks, Judy is...
Judy! Judy!
Here's the problem. It's building a column that would have to include the one square on this board that is never, ever happening. So there's that. Let's head on over to Ideal World for a minute. We got bedroom toy on the board. I feel like we haven't had that on the board for a while, but at the same time, I feel like Ideal World hasn't been selling many in the...
To where I'm going.
God.
A small bit, look, just...
Oh, my. Who said what once? I'm sorry. I'm already... You'll have to forgive me when I don't understand comments, and I need an explanation. Who said what once? I don't know the who, the what, or the... Oh, yeah. You don't have to think about it. We heard it. Oh, that's... Yeah. In the history of the bingo square, it's been said once. Yeah. It's the easiest thing to keep track of. Once. We heard it recently. Yeah. Of course it wasn't on the board. Why would it be? Yeah, we got a snakeskin shirt, which is already... suspect. By the way, if your idea of trying to draw attention away from your wrinkly neck, probably the last kind of shirt you want to wear is snakeskin. Like, maybe don't go the extra mile to try to look like a lizard when we're worried about... All right.
It goes on like a serum. So I take it all the way up the side, around here. I'm going to take
that's
a little bit
not
on
helping.
the jowl because we want to have a jowl lift. This will lift the jowls as well.
Wait, am I hearing K? Is this K's Cosmetics?
Some people say, "Oh, my neck's fine." It's my jowls that I don't like. And then here we go. We're taking it all the way under.
And it's one of those areas.
Oh, this is frightening. This might be the most frightening image I've ever seen on a home shopping channel. This older woman appears to be trapped against her will, surrounded by nothing but balloons, and I don't know what I'm looking at here. I feel like we got like Mama Cass and Linda Ronstadt working together or something.
Areas where I think we forget to look after as well. Sometimes you do moisturize the face but get the neck a lot, and then all of a sudden you get to a certain age, you think, oh, what am I going to do?
Now let's keep her still,
Right,
so she just stays perfectly.
Vague health benefits could be on the cards. Sure. Hey, can I just mention an observation and tell me if it's just because I'm getting older and I'm only now seeing the other side of the equation, or if this is honestly true. There seems to me to be a rise amongst the younger generation, teens, 20s, that really disrespect the older generation. Like, shit on it like a lot. And really like to point out to people who are older that they are old. Like, I can't say I've ever not, as a younger person, made a mockery of an older thing or something. Like, the first thing that comes to mind is like when Jackass would do those stunts where they would put the makeup on and Johnny Knoxville would look like 90 years old on a scooter and they would just fart around doing stuff, but because they were old, it was funny. But in general, like, I don't know, but something seems to be going on here. And you know what I think it is? It's like this young generation right now, like everything's about, and I'm completely on board with it, having equality across the board for all marginalized groups. Name your marginalized group, and they're like, they need their fair shake, and I totally agree. But I guess every generation needs somebody to, like, take out their frustrations on or something. And it seems like for, like, liberal-minded younger people, that target is old people. Tell me I'm crazy, but I'm noticing it. And I don't know what to say to the younger generation out there. Because, first of all, I don't know what to tell you. I might be old on paper. I might feel old physically, but like mentally, I'm right there with you. Okay. Don't think any different. It's just something I'm noticing. I don't know. Nobody has a single comment about it. We'll move
It's
on.
still there. That's great. And you'll see these lines
Jesus
slowly
Christ.
lifting out. Now,
Holy cow. I once got a ball stuck here. I didn't know whether to use a pitching wedge or a sand wedge. But, yeah, I wound up getting a double bogey on that hole.
really need to make sure we give it the time on the neck.
Yeah.
It's a large area.
Yeah.
You see the face product we do.
Yeah, and I'm sure, again, when I was young, I'm sure I did something like that, Katron. But, yeah, I'm talking more of like a systemic sort of, like a noticeable... Because, again, if you were to say anything about any other marginalized group as a joke, you know, like I'm an equal opportunity offender. I want to be able to live in a world where I can make fun of anybody and everybody, every group. As long as nobody's being excluded, then everybody's fair game. You know, if we get to the point where we're not allowed to offend anybody, first of all, if you want strength in your group, learn to take a joke, okay? Now, I get it. I mean... If it gets to a point where a society is using jokes and what, like if it becomes like, if it can become oppressive, you know. But if like an individual just says something in jest, why marginalized groups tend to in the modern age I don't get it. Like the best way, if you want equality, is to posture as though you're equal. And if you're sitting there and the first thing you do is project this victimization whenever you hear something that might be, labeled offensive. Well, we're not getting any closer to where you want to be. I mean, I don't know how to put it, but like, I don't know, put me in some group. I don't know. But if somebody said something that was supposed to be an insult to that group that I'm in, I would have been like, haha, real fucking funny. What about that bald spot on your head? I don't know. I would just insult, whatever. I think, to be fair, there's a lot of workplace middle management that does not help with old people stereotypes. Younger people today have got much worse career advancement options, and it's one way to combat it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of bitterness in the younger generation that the older generation gave them an unfair shake, and they're learning that, and they're learning at it quicker, and before they're even done getting through like academia, they're already aware of the bullshit, compared to us, Katron, like late 90s getting through college, we were probably kind of aware, but, My 24-year-old son made fun of my age a lot more when he was a tween teen. Now that he has aches, pains, and a receding hairline, he's far more respectful. Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen. I think if a young person were to come at me and talk about my age, I'd be like, look, I already know that I've lived X amount of more years than you. And guess what? All of those years were in the 20th century when the world was a whole lot more enjoyable than it is now. And I had the luxury of experiencing those years. And I'm still here. All right? So put that in your pipe and smoke it, kid. Christ. I hope the young generation figures some shit out. I really do. Not that they're lost or whatever. I'm just they got a really tough assignment is all I mean. Here we go.
We call that 3-minute miracle. Obviously,
Yes.
the neck, you need to give it your time. So the eye area, but you can already see the jowls lifting.
Look at guys, I mean, this is absolutely amazing. We're already seeing a difference. Now, this is the neck. You're going to hashtag.
How are we
one for the
seeing a
neck. I would
difference?
hashtag two, don't get.
This looks like Play-Doh and somebody just rearranged some of the dough. It's still a lump of Play-Doh.
Get both of them, to be honest with you, because you're getting £120 worth of free product today as well. Already, oh my word. This is incredible. And this is why we love to watch the live demonstration.
Yes.
You're watching Ideal World now on your Sunday afternoon. And again, this is...
You know what I like is that in the before, she's almost smiling. Or at least it's at worst like a straight line indifference. And in the after, in the better one, she is frowning a little more. I think that alone makes the before better than a before and after. This is not on the board, though, right? No. I haven't even seen her eyeballs yet. They have not shown us anything but this.
You can achieve at home every single day. If you want to wear
This
those
fucking
tops,
beat up mess of a neck.
those shirts, you think, oh, I don't like my neck. You can
Looks like Rocky has used this neck as a speed bag.
again brush your bronzer over that if you wanted to mix in with your face. But that is wonderful.
We need to, you see on the eye it works like almost instantaneously. Now it's got a lot of work to do, you know, it's really got to get in there, it's got to lift, it's got.
That's the other thing. I'm still making fun of people older than me, so don't you be making fun of me for being old. Not yet.
To tighten, so we are going to give it the full minute because we want.
Yeah, Lola, we made that observation pretty early on. It's the worst possible kind of shirt to be wearing.
But I just want to explain. So if I see
Lola,
here, look at the jowl on the before.
Yeah.
Now you can see that.
Oh, why would I want to reveal that information?
Totally. It hasn't just sort of blended away. It's physically
blended
lifted.
away.
And you can see now. Look at all this. You know what I call this plasmacytic banding?
It's gone.
It's going. And here we are really.
I will admit, whatever the fuck's going on here appears to have gone away. Hello, Leah J. You're sneaking in for the first time, only to guess my age. What if I told you I've already had heart surgery and you're 12 years, you got to add another 12 years to your guess.
Really, now there is no instant lifting products on the neck. And you can see underneath.
47 and a half. How about them
this
apples?
bit here, I mean, looking at those.
It got through COVID and a heart attack and bypass surgery.
Sort of the
shabby.
horizontal lines there.
That was sagging, and that you know.
Oh, Leah. All right. Well, hey, if everything goes right, you know, I can easily slide in as a replacement. Problem is, I'm in Thailand, so I'm probably at minimum 9 to 10 time zones away. I'll never see you. But, you know, you can imagine.
No, that was...
that is incredible. Guys,
this is how... You know when I say, I mean, before
and welcome
you
in.
can see that
Sorry if
skin
I
hanging.
creeped you out.
And we're stood next to it so we can see...
Look at all these ladies here, Leah. You can tell. I'm not a creep. A lot of ladies here. I'm starting to... I'm wondering, like, have I been like a bit of a Lothario here for... Am I
see from the side that it was hanging like the jowl.
Oh, you're over on the Discord.
And now
Okay.
you can see. You know when I say if I wear shirt collars, I'll put a bit of Fabulift on.
Am I a Don Juan DeMarco and I didn't even know it? All right, we need to go somewhere else. I'm tired of looking at this lady's neck. I tell you what, if you keep the crevice, though, her neck could be a bedroom toy, if you know what I mean. Uh-oh. I need a laugh track sound effect.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I mean, you could have some fun with that. Right? Let's see. Slow pour, meat juice. All right. We need to get back to the kitchen and pray for food. Yeah, if you're new here, folks, we're playing home shopping bingo, if you weren't picking up on it. It's kind of our... it's beyond your wildest dreams.
It's a way to be creative, and it gives that...
They're still doing this. Great. All right, that's not good. That is not a good sign. Oh, a new hour is starting in 3 minutes. Brand new hour starting in 3 minutes, so a chance for a lot of stuff to pop up. Let's see. Is there anything we might want to look for in the commercial break? David's Happy Dance could always show up in a commercial ad.
For and you know, having...
Go to 3 and check out the glasses for bingo purposes or just for a laugh?
The purple.
What the fuck is this? What is this obnoxious? What is this? Air compress. Why do they make it look like it?
1,100, and it's like a marbleized purple. This is our
Why?
cobalt blue.
I just need a little bit of air. I don't need aesthetics.
7,900. Love the green. 4,600. All we have is what we have. It all ships for free.
Oh, it's Sean with her fucking Harry Potter glasses.
One order, we're final quantities, and then one last thing. You're saying, Sean, how does this jumpstart a car? Trust me, it can. Guess what? When you gift it to someone, they don't have to have seen this presentation to know what to do. The bag that contains the halo that does 7 things in one explains in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps on the back, actually just 3 steps, how to use
7 steps, actually just 3. Hey, Mike, how are you?
the bag that contains the halo that does 7 things in one. Explains in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps on the back, actually just 3 steps, how to use it.
Wait, was Sean part of that ridiculous segment from last week with the inability to recall how many reindeer Santa Claus has? Exactly, Andrea. When you're on the side of the road and you're just trying to get a little air in your tires so you can make it to the fucking gas station to get your repair done, what you want to do with all the traffic whizzing by at 70 miles an hour is to sit there and just be enamored with the glossy, shiny finish with the bright, just mesmerizing colors of your air compressor. Who gives a shit? Stick it in there, blow up the tire, get the fuck out. Sorry for my French.
You get all the air compressor tips that
By the way, when we talk about cultural sensitivity, has anyone ever noticed that nobody gives a shit when you say pardon my French after you say something that's either vulgar or perhaps offensive? The French don't seem to mind. You know what it is? It's just that there's one person who's super sensitive and looking for attention has yet to think of this. As soon as one does, though, they're going to be on the bandwagon. We must stop saying pardon my French. It is an insult to the French. Right? Isn't it? Shouldn't we never use that phrase? Isn't it culturally insensitive? I guess not. Maybe one day. If we're lucky.
you could need. The plug, in order to juice it up, once the power's in there, you're totally good to go. And then the cutest, but now longer than ever before, jumper cables, thanks to your comments and feedback.
Jumper? I hardly know her.
Come on out, Sarah Catalesi.
Come on out.
How many?
What are you, in the trunk? What have you done to the guest?
How many halos would you say we've sold here at the Q?
Since we launched?
Yeah.
Over 8 million.
And how many bolts, which is your top of the line?
Oh, my God. She's a millionaire. This lady in her awful sweater is a millionaire selling these Halo air compressors.
Most powerful.
Over, I think the number is 2.8 million.
Okay.
Volts. Yeah. Pretty amazing, right?
We're going to go wherever you want to go first.
I mean, these look like tissue boxes with a fucking, 1992 CD player for your car wedged in between.
First, yeah. But I just
hey, Giants fan. Hey, Rhino.
Yeah,
You're showing the love. Let's go. Let's go. We've got a raid. We've got a raid. Hey, everybody from Rhino's Raid, I've got a promise for all of you if you stick around.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
That's a promise.
Actually, you can if you want, because I've clearly been talking a lot. Tell everybody the story about the guy who was going to give this to his son.
Yeah. So a few years ago...
Wait. We're about to get a befuddling tangent. I can feel it. It's on the board, and we need this square. All right. Please launch into your anecdote, ma'am.
Story about the guy who was going to give this to his son.
Yeah. So a few years ago on Halo Day, he called. He was so excited. He picked up the Halo bolts for his son for Christmas.
Who?
He's like, I got the perfect gift. This is it. Awesome. He wrapped it and put it under the tree. A few days later, he went out and realized that he had a dead.
He realized that his father dressed up as Santa and got stuck in the chimney trying to come down. And they had to excavate his remains. It's much like Phoebe Cates' father in Gremlins.
His son had already went to school, so he climbed into the tree, got the Halo bolt, jump-started his car, wrapped it back up, and put it back under the tree. No one was the wiser, but he was saying it because he never thought it would be him. He was buying it.
Wait a minute. I got to run it back. He bought it, then his car broke down. He opened up.
Awesome. He wrapped it and put it under the tree.
Yeah.
A few days later, he went out and realized that he had a dead car battery. His son had already went to school, so he climbed into the tree, got the Halo bolt, jump-started his car.
What do you mean he climbed into the tree? That's the befuddling part. What do you mean he climbed into the tree?
Went to school, so he climbed into the tree.
Oh, did she say under?
He had a dead car battery. His son had already went to school, so he climbed into the tree.
I can't tell. It sounds like into. Even under is wrong. You don't climb under. Climb usually it insinuates some amount of going up, not down. I don't know.
Got the Halo.
But I guess I've heard people say, can you climb down from there? Can you climb down from there? I guess he can climb down. I don't know. Maybe the semantics are a little bit off the chain tonight. I don't know.
Jump-started his car, wrapped
gone
it back
too far.
up, and put it back under the tree. No one was the wiser, but he was saying it because he never thought it would be him. He was buying it to protect his son. He's like, wait a minute, I need this now too. So it's amazing. It's not a matter of if your battery dies, it's a matter of when. And as long as you have the right tool for the job, that little problem of a dead car battery doesn't really matter, right? It just takes seconds, if not minutes.
This looks like something that if he put in a time capsule and just waited 20 years, nobody could understand what the hell this was for.
To get up and running.
What is this
8 million Halos and like over 1 million just of their bolt, but a redesigned bolt with a bigger display.
All right, what did we come here for and did we get it? I'm sick of this. We got a brand new hour here. I'm going back to the kitchen. If I could type. I've got like 2 hits of a roach left. I need to hit that. Jeb. Oh, Jeb Mock. Uh-oh. Okay, this is promising. This is promising. What do we got? Slow pour. Maybe a little drizzle on one of these. Oh, no meat. This is desserts. But let's hang out here for a minute.
Got it. And we have Hans. We have Hans Old World.
I am
German
Hans and I am
butter
Franz.
Crumb cake.
And we want
as
to
you
fill
look, Stacy, by the way, that is Stacy's
you
hands
up.
you're seeing there. Or I should say, those are Stacy's hands you're seeing there. What you see is a moist, delicious, oh goodness, buttery cake, and then I mean the ratio of cake to crumb on top is just like
Calm
that's
down.
the way you want it. So we have a sale price. Everything in our show today is sale price. And
You're
we
making
do also,
a
I wanna
mess
share
of
with everybody,
this.
have an immediate ship
Who
date
holds
available
cake
to
like
you.
this?
We also have a ship date for you for December 2nd. So if you're thinking holidays and having things on hand for
She
when
had to
family
hide
and friends
that.
arrive, makes it really easy. So hello, my friend. It's great to see you.
It's so great to see you.
And friends arrive, makes it really easy. So hello, my friend. It's great to see you.
It's so great to see you.
Hi! Everybody, give it a try. Give it a try right now. Go ahead. Try to hit that same register.
Arrive, makes it really easy. So hello, my friend. It's great to see
It's
you.
so great to see you. I'm going to say that this I can't wate for dessert. I eat this first thing in the morning.
Well, that's the beauty.
Yeah,
It could be.
Lola, I like the cut of your jib. I'll make a note. I think you're right. Do you mind if I call it fake ass hellos? I just wanted a hyphen ass.
Okay, it could be a delicious breakfast.
Yes.
It could be a delicious dessert. So let's talk about Hans and let's talk about what we have.
Let's talk
because
about
there
flans.
are choices of the cake, and I'll quickly tell you what your choices are. So I'll start here. This is the traditional, so your traditional crumb cake. We're going to talk about this old world recipe, but if you love classic crumb cake, then you want traditional. And then we also have...
What is this? Tony Montana crumb cake? Look at all this blow on top.
New apple, raspberry. And so imagine delicious raspberry, all that crumb topping. We only have 400 in the raspberry to go around, and that is new. And by the way, that's both ship dates. And then
one of these is 40 fucking bucks.
And also new.
Oh, did they make the moldy
apple
cake?
Caramel.
Hey,
That's the
Katron,
most
thanks for
limited.
stopping by. I remember whatever the moldy cake was had like some powdered sugar on top, like this. I'm not sure if it was this, though.
We only have about 175 for each of those two ship dates, remember, immediately or December 2nd. So if any of those sounds really appealing to you right out of the gate, do not wait to choose which flavor is.
Well, that makes one less dude in the crowd tonight.
All right, so let's start
The ratio just got better.
with Hans, this old world recipe and this incredible crumb cake.
Yeah, okay, so this is a recipe that dates back 125 years, started by the Han family and their bakery. That's only about 25 years old, but still remains a small bakery.
I'm sorry. He said 125, and then he said 25. So which one's which? What?
Okay, so this is a recipe that dates back 125 years, started
Okay. It's a recipe that dates back 125 years. Okay.
by the Han family and their bakery. That's only about 25 years old, but still...
It's only 125 years old. So this recipe is 125 years old, and this is about 25 years old. Anybody want to make sense of that? What am I missing?
Still remains a small...
I don't know what happened to Paul. I can only think... Oh, no, there was one time he did come back. He said he was busy. The recipe is older than the bakery. Oh. So it's not even their recipe. What, do they buy it from somebody? I don't get it. What?
Small bakery, only 8 to 10 employees right
Oh, look who just walked into the background, folks. I never thought we'd... I haven't seen him in a long time.
Only 8 to 10 employees.
There he is. A drive-by Hawaiian Justin Longing. Blink and you'll miss him, folks. Boy, he doesn't look too pleased. Look at him, man. He looks... Where's that perpetual smile, dude? Where's that Disney smile you've always got going on? This right here. Where's that version of you? Oh, is he serious about which piece of cake he's trying to grab right now? He's just locked in. He's locked in on which... He doesn't want to get stuck with the wrong piece.
Employees right now, so everything is made by hand.
Is Dine and Dash on the board? Why would it be?
From scratch with the finest ingredients. And this old world crumb cake is absolutely to die for, starting off with the hand-poured vanilla sponge cake.
All right, Jim Jones, look. Let's take some of these euphemisms down a peg, all right? Nobody needs to die for this. It's a fucking crumb cake. All right? Let's just tone it down. Oh, by the way, that does remind me. I did something over the holiday weekend. Going into like Wednesday or Thursday, the only thing I knew about Jim Jones in Jonestown was just like who he was, what kind of wound up happening there in terms of a death toll. I heard like a snippet of his death tape, which is like the final sermon of his Jonestown, right during the big day, the big event. I never really dug deeper than that, though. Never watched that made-for-TV movie starring Powers Booth that came out in like 1980, like just a couple of years after. None of that stuff. Just never. I don't know why. I guess I was waiting for like a big blockbuster version of a telling of that story. But I finally, I don't know why I went down the rabbit hole, but I did. And now I know everything about Jim Jones. I know the whole damn story. And wow. Fucking insane. That's not really a whole lot of insight, but man. Yeah, I thought the TV movie was quite good. Pretty good cast, too. You had Brad Dourif in there. You had LeVar Burton. You had Randy Quaid. You had Ned Beatty. You had, of course, Powers Booth again playing Jones. And he was, after watching the actual footage of Jones, I mean, They really, especially considering this movie came out on TV like a year and a half after the events. Like, you want to talk about a fast turnaround and doing it pretty accurately. They did. In terms of, yeah, I mean, because you could see like all the, Jones loved to record himself, whether on tape or with a film camera. So there's a lot of footage out there to piece together. Ned Beatty was in everything back in the day, wasn't he? I'll tell you what. So it's getting that role in Deliverance early on that helped them. You would think that infamous scene would make it tough on a guy like Ned Beatty to have much of a career after, but instead, yeah, he was basically in everything. All right. What do we got? Let's go back to Pearl TV for a minute. Yeah, that's why I mention it. You would think you start your career off that way with a scene like that. It might not bode well for your career, but instead people couldn't get enough Ned Beatty. Yeah, Lola, we already got Hawaiian Justin Long off the board here. Thanks. We're going back to the Pearl for... Oh, we got an uncomfortable model. Oh, we got... Look at all the women facing away from the guy. Yeah, I think Diana's uncomfortable here. I'm taking my glasses off for a better look. Oops.
Beleuchtung. In dieser Glas.
Oh yeah, she's rolling her eyes right here. Look at this.
Auf dem Sideboard stehen.
Just watch Diana.
Die Hose alleine ohne die Beleuchtung in dieser Glaskuppel.
Look at that. That little head. Yeah, that is like, God, when is this going to be over? When is this going to be over? I haven't looked at my Instagram in like 43 minutes. This is fucked. All right. I'm counting that. We got a diagonal that means nothing going on over here. No solar panels anywhere.
Sieht ja schon klasse aus. Gefallen wäre.
What the hell is
wäre
this?
Aus dieser Beast, dieser Monsterrolle gar nicht mehr rausgekommen.
I'm the rose in the jar.
Geschafft. Sie hat ihn ja
buried in my shit. Hey, we got fake candles and a bottle of wine on the set. And neither are on the board tonight. Hey, wait a minute. Foreign channel food. Is wine food? Is wine food? We're on a foreign channel. I'm looking for a technicality here. I'll just ask Google. Is wine food? No, says Lola. Well, you're not Google. Can wine be considered food? Wine is not considered a food. Damn it! But there's grapes in there. It's just Lucille Ball stepped on grapes. Damn it.
quasi
Ja.
auf den richtigen Pfad zurückgebracht.
Thoughts?
Schön. Also man kann da sicherlich vieles rein
Hey, by the way, it's still Black Weeks in Germany.
interpretieren, aber ich glaube, die Intention einer roten Rose, wenn Sie so etwas verschenken, meine Herren, die ist eindeutig und ich glaube, das ist genau das
Jew month's coming up in January.
Richtige für die Dame ihres Herzens. Muss übrigens nicht immer gleich die Partnerin sein, könnte auch die Tochter sein, die Frau Mutter beispielsweise. Also da gibt es viele Möglichkeiten. Ich glaube für 10 Euro mit Beleuchtung, komplettes Ensemble, mal eine schöne...
Does it rotate on its own? Or do I need to buy something that does that? Otherwise it just sits there doing
Das ist
nothing.
eine sehr schöne Geste, auch die man vielleicht noch zusätzlich...
All right, whatever. Let's see here. Yeah, we got him. We got him, Lola. Well, yeah, here's the deal. This is a result of sort of a, what do you call it, redundancy. So whenever both of these squares are on the board, this square becomes not Hawaiian Justin Long, but another host whose name I can't remember, but if we see him, we'll let you know. So yeah, this sort of, that's a tricky one. Sorry about that, but yeah, we basically can't, because yeah, one would always mean both with him because that's his job. He annoys us. He's never not annoyed me. I don't know about you. There was something that had my attention. I think just go back to the kitchen. The other guy's no longer... Oh, did he leave? Well, I haven't seen him in a long time, too. He didn't last very long. Less than a year. He was horrible. Like, I knew the first time I saw him, he was in over his head. That's so funny they let him go. I mean, not funny, you know. I hope gets back on his feet doing something. I don't want the guy to be unemployed or whatever, but I mean... He was not fit for that job. Yeah. I'm going to go back to Ideal World for a minute. I think they're done with that lady's neck, I would hope, by now.
Right.
We've moved up to the face. Wait, is this the after? Because this looks way worse. What?
To remind you, obviously, we're going into a little bit of our 3
What are they doing to this poor lady?
o'clock fashion hour.
Why is everybody dressed like in camouflage? They're in the 80s jungle.
Because it's so very busy and you're loving this. And coming up, lots of you asking about
Did that lady just low-key adjust her underwear?
our 3 o'clock fashion hour because
Lady, you can't do that.
it's so very busy and you're loving this.
You can't do that.
See, we're going into a little bit of our 3 o'clock fashion hour because it's
She just did that.
so very busy and you're loving this. And coming up, lots of you asking about the blouse that I'm wearing. It's on the way. Great deals on the way.
Yeah, that one lady who we saw earlier tonight selling some clothes. You know the one. She's got dark hair, dark eyes, kind of an oblong face, and just is super annoying. She's relatively new. I wouldn't mind making her this square here. You know the one I'm talking about. I don't know her name. But, yeah.
Way. Massive surprise on the way as well. Really big. We only heard about it there, I'd say it was about 1:45. So there you go.
You know what she's dressed like? She's dressed like Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw 2. Where he's, a little more
Right, so the neck
into the
is
cross-dressing.
one of those places, Tammy, that, and I've done a lot of research into it as a beauty writer. Not a lot you can get done on the neck.
No, there isn't. Even as far as injectable products concerned. Okay, surgical neck lift, yes. But is that something that a large percentage of the female or male population have? No. So I would stick my neck out.
It's like they gave this lady the direction before going on camera. Whatever you do, don't relax.
Only instant lifting product for the neck. I'd 100% stick my neck out and say,
Appear to be under major distress.
I've not seen anything. I go to exhibitions all over the world, looking for new products to introduce into different lines for different companies. I've not seen
This is like me waiting outside the immigration office, wondering if I'm going to get my passport back.
anything ever like this.
Yeah.
So
we're just going to go for it. Now, just a reminder, of course, you're getting the freebies with it. Guys, we are
Freebies? I want a freebie.
very, very busy, okay? And I know that my producer's working very, very hard right now because the orders are coming in thick and fast. Do get your order in and do check it out because everyone's hashtagging 8 because you're getting £120 worth of body shaper.
I always wonder what would Divine sound like with a British accent.
In there as well. Wow. We're going to go ahead with the next straight away. Now, obviously, you.
Oh, I've got my passport back, but it's not a real visa. They bullshitted me, and I was so upset by it, and I knew there was nothing that could be done about it. I haven't actually even talked to the office since picking up my passport, which, by the way, I had to go and pick up from the school that I told them I don't want to have to go to the school. I used to attend the school. I have a friend there who's a teacher, or she was my friend. We are no longer friends, and I don't want to have to run into her again. It would traumatize me, to be perfectly honest. And the visa representative said you only have to go there once. They just need to take your photo. Turns out that wasn't true. A lot of things weren't true. And I'm being gaslit by bringing up the things that they told me that turned out not to be true, as if I'm the weird person who's overreacting to things and just go with the flow. I'm irrational. Right. And I guess the point I try to make when I say, well, you know, when you tell me I don't have to worry about it, the truth of the situation here is that you don't have to worry about it. And let me tell you why you don't have to worry about it. One, you're not a foreigner in a foreign country handing over your passport, wondering what the hell is going to become of it. Two, you've already been paid. I gave you your money. You're done. You don't even have any incentive to help me. And number three, worst case scenario, you lose me as a customer maybe next year. Worst case scenario for me, I get kicked out of the country for having broken the law. Can you see why I might have some anxiety when you're not, just being honest with me about this shit? Yeah, not very happy about it. I still got to wonder what to do about next year, because I might wind up going to Cambodia. I really might. I just can't decide between whether or not it makes sense to do it, because the one thing I got going on here is familiarity, and I've got an established doctor here. I've got stuff here, I just don't think it's a good time to move for my health. But at the same time, it's a lot cheaper, and I could buy a little more time to get my feet back under me. I don't know. Hey, should I get back to the... that's not really my position, Andrea. Oh, you mean... Right. No. I'm a digital nomad. I think that's what the label I'm to be given. I'm a digital nomad. I knew that you knew, Marcia, and then I know that you knew that I knew that you knew that you what? Huh?
Said the formula is going to be stronger for the neck.
Yes, it's stronger for the neck. So we've got more peptides, more lifting. It is a slightly thicker formula, but it still goes on like a very thin serum. So have we got the before?
Yeah, we do. Our lovely director's doing that. Yeah, there we are.
Oh my, we are still here. Holy shit, I thought we'd moved on. This is longer than a David Blaine stunt. And by the way, whatever improvement that was made over here, I remember like this was like gone. It was like smoothed over. Well, now it's back. So it's probably a lot like those things that it looks like you just polish it or something for a second. It looks sparkling clean, but then like just the air or whatever just erodes away whatever positive effect. Like just a minute or two later, it's right back to what it looked like before. In fact, that reminds me of a fun story involving my sister, who explained to me one summer when I had planned to hang out with her at her home in Virginia near the Chesapeake Tidewater area. And within a few hours of arriving, she told me that in order to, justify my living there rent-free for the summer, I need to do some chores around the house. And no, we're not talking about, your standard chores like, I don't know, do the dishes, it's your turn, or unload the dishwasher, or take out the trash. Oh, no. These were special assignments. Assignments like go out on the back porch and, where our pet dog and the dog food is kept. And in the cracks of all the planks of wood on the deck are pieces of dog kibble that have wedged in the cracks. I'd like you to go in there and pick out all the fucking dog kibble out of the cracks of my deck. That's your day one chore, brother. Loving brother that I'm so happy to have visit me. So I did that. And I'm thinking, all right, well, I guess she's going to give me, this ridiculous assignment just to get this out of the way. Day 2. My sister, ever since she was a little girl, collected spoons. I don't know if you've ever seen spoon collection, but they're like these little silver spoons, and you hang them up on a rack that'll hold like 20, 30 of them at a time. And she said, I want you to polish all of my spoons today. Today you're going to be doing that. I've got about 85 spoons. I want you to hand polish all of them. And here's how you do it. She had this bottle of polish and like a cloth rag, and set things up by the sink. And she just showed me the very basic steps of polishing. So I proceeded to polish all of her spoons. But here's the rub. This is a situation much like what led me down this road to tell this story. This polish, for whatever reason, would just instantly wear off after like an hour. Like you would put the polish on the rag, you would scrub it onto the spoon. It would look silver sparkling new. You'd set the spoon down till like get completely dry, right? If you leave the room and come back in an hour, whatever stain was on that spoon from aging or whatever you call it, what's the word? Whatever the fuck chemical reaction, whatever. It just reverts right back to how that spoon looked. So my sister came home from work. Tarnish, thank you. So the tarnish would just immediately return, oxidizing. Thank you, Marcia. I wish you were here to help me tell this story. My sister returns home from work to discover the entire counter of spoons, all looking, for the most part, exactly the way they did, when she left in the morning for work. I insisted that I spent virtually the entire day polishing these spoons. She then chastised me that I didn't do it right. And I showed her, no, I did exactly what you told me to do. And I picked up a spoon and I showed her what I did and blah, blah. And she was just like, well, look at him. How do you explain this? I'm like, I don't know, Julie. I don't know. But you're accusing me of having sat on my ass all day. By the way, this is my second day of a summer I'm attempting to spend with my sister, who has decided to turn me into a slave. Like it wouldn't matter what we were doing in that short amount of time. Like I was with her in the car, and she'd be like, hey, hop out and go to that mailbox and get, like it didn't matter. I was like her personal robot. And I would be like, what would you be doing if I weren't here? Wouldn't you just be doing, like, I don't mind helping out where it makes sense, but you're like ordering me around to do shit. So yeah, she basically screamed at me about these spoons, right? Insisting that I had loafed around all day. I hadn't done anything. I was lying about even attempting to clean the spoons. And she picked up a spoon and she would rub it with the polish and she would hold it up and say, see, that's how it's supposed to look. That's how it's, why, how hard is that? And I said, I had that spoon looking the way it's looking now. The same thing when I scrubbed it, polished it, but I don't know. She's like, well, it doesn't make any sense. So she does this to like 3 or 4 spoons and sets them to the side, goes upstairs, and I walk back into the kitchen like hour later, and I look at those spoons and I see that the tarnish had returned to those spoons. And then I call my sister and I say, hey, you might want to come look at this. What? I'm like, the spoons that you polished. What about them? She gets down to the kitchen. We're looking at the 4 spoons. I hold one up and I said, see? She just stared at the spoon and she didn't apologize. I can't remember what she said, but she never apologized. But later that day, I had become fed up. Not even 48 hours trying to spend the summer with my sister in her home. That I packed up my bag and I just started walking. Miles and miles away from any sort of public transportation. Didn't matter. Just wanted to get the fuck out of there. Didn't like how I was being treated. But I bring up stories like that to my sister sometimes. And she, oh, you haven't gotten over that yet? I'm like, well, it's not that I haven't gotten over that. That's just one of countless stories, Julie. I've got more. Is it me not giving over all of them, or is it just the individual ones that happen to come up organically in a conversation? You know, just like I'm bringing up this spoon story. Wasn't planning on doing it. Just sort of organically came up. Anyway, I'm tired of looking at this lady's crotch. We're moving on. That was another waste of time. My sister, Trump supporter. Can't talk to her right now. Send her a happy Thanksgiving message. That's all I can do. How are you doing? Okay.
That's for
Good.
$39. That's like groundbreaking. We don't do those prices.
No.
$49.
All right, so that was a whole lot of half tuck we were looking for. It's not this lady.
Exactly what it sounds.
Who's half tucking in here? Oh my, that is a half. Wow. It almost looks like she tucked her sweater into her, you know. Oh, well, whatever.
You can see it in that what we're calling cocoa shade, which again, everybody's crazy over that brown. It matches back to the velvet jacket we're going to be talking about. Average 31.5.
Yeah, that is a serious half tuck or quarter tuck or whatever. All right, we got that. Very well done. Any partial shirt tucking will do. Lock and lock, bedroom toy, solar panels. Help me out here, folks. Have I already been on an hour and a half?
Aber sieht wirklich sehr klassisch aus.
We just can't get one solar panel from these people. Black days. Black's days. I mean, what is this square if it's anything? It doesn't appear like it will help us tonight, even if we get it, but I feel like it's just sitting there with no purpose. Because that dude is gone now. I don't know, people. I don't know. I just want to hit my joint over here. Give me a minute.
3 easy payments of $11.66. Bruno, welcome to the family, my friend.
Thank you so much
and
for
thank
having
you for
me.
bringing these out.
Pleasure.
Delicious.
Thank you, Steve.
So much fun.
Bruno.
Well, not only is Biscotti Company a new brand for us, but we also have a brand new brand from Fortune Favors with 3-jar candy pecan seasonal variety. This is fantastic. Beautiful pecans, lightly dusted with this candy coating. These are fantastic. I can't wait to introduce you to Fortune Favors. All right.
Don't we have something similar to moist as a square?
Right. How about a little cheers moment for this holiday season?
Oh my God, we just had a Peter Brady moment.
To introduce you to Fortune Favors. All right. How about a little cheers moment for this holiday season?
Oh, indeed. Cheers to the holiday season, because the Vintage Wine Estates Wine Advent Calendar holiday box is here. But the final
Your alcoholism advent calendar.
quantities that we have for the season is what we have available. So you know Brian Doherty.
How are you supposed to observe the birth of Christ without drinking a bottle of wine every day leading up to his birth?
He brings us this wonderful wine from Vintage Wine Estates, award-winning wine.
Yep.
And this is incredible because these are half.
Wait, do we have questionable award? Because that's enough. Damn it. Damn it. We don't have that either.
Bottles, which so many people say is the perfect size to sample. This is your wine tasting gift in a box, and it is.
I'm the gift in the box.
Black Friday sale priced at $92.98. That works out to $7.45 a bottle.
Delivered.
Which is incredible.
It's not. These larger bottles are small. These, it's like hotel room size.
And we're going to talk about all the wines that are included, but here's what I will tell you.
I'm not even sure if these go to like the floor of this box. Honestly. Because look how tall this box is. So they are visually manipulating the shit out of you right here. There is like a platform in this box that goes like halfway up.
We have an immediate ship opportunity for you, so if you want yours to ship right away, you certainly can have that. And then there is a
trying to
December 2nd
trick
ship
you
date.
optically into thinking these are larger
Brian, in the
bottles.
past to so many friends
What a great gift,
who
huh?
think this is.
Because look how skinny. No bottle would be that skinny and that tall. Oh, this is bugging the shit out of me. This makes me upset. I mean, you can see them all in a row right here, I guess. Is that all of them in a row? But yeah, they're tiny. They're trying to trick you.
Just the best idea ever. So this is Brian, everyone. It's great to have you back. So explain what's going on, and then let's talk about all the wines we're going to be able to sample in.
We need a glass of wine for me to
thank
talk
you
about.
so much.
So we've taken 12 award-winning wines in the half bottle size. So these are 2.5 servings, 375 milliliters.
I mean, look at that bottle in his hands. His hand. Like if he held it just like palm flat, it's the size of his hand. And he's holding it like it's a regular bottle. Come
bottle
on, man.
size. So these are 2.5 servings, 375
2.5
milliliters.
servings. Nothing.
Right? Every one of them is award-winning. We don't want to take a chance during the holidays. We want to give the very best. And you're tasting our rosé. How nice.
Our rosé. Our $7 rosé. Part of a mix of shitty bottom shelf wine. What do you think of our classic rosé?
Nice as that.
That's great. Let's do this, because the beauty here is you really have a wonderful variety of wines.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, if you look on your screen,
You guys are in agreement with me, right? Like the box stops like halfway up, like the floor of this box. So why? So you can display it like this. I get it, but to sell it, I don't know. It's they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
All of the various varietals that'll be included in the box are featured there. So you want to walk us through?
Yeah, we've got 2 sweet wines, a Moscato and a Rosé. You're tasting the Rosé right now.
That's delicious.
We've got 4 whites, 2 Pinot Grigios, 2 Chardonnays, and then we've got 6 reds, 2 Pinot.
And what makes me mad is the packaging, the ribbon, the little fucking flower on it, the label. Like, take all that shit out of the way, and you could probably give me twice the wine, like a real bottle size. But you're charging me for all this pomp and I just want to get drunk.
Pinots, 2
Come on.
Merlots.
Oh shit.
We've covered.
Okay, that was an issue. Is that on the board? Why would it be? No luck tonight.
Every possible taste. You could have anybody at your house. You've got the perfect wine for them. And some people would say in the perfect size.
I could not agree more. And what I love is the presentation is fantastic too, because they will come in your advent calendar.
Oh, you know, maybe they will kind of explain how it's propped up. I will retract my my cynicism if that's the case.
That's right. Give it. Yours is a good one. Mine's a juggling one. You could give it a try.
Shall I go with number 1?
Yeah, number 1, number 2, whatever you like.
Number 2.
Do you want to go number 1 or do you want to go number 2? Stay tuned, folks. This is a cliffhanger.
2 is right here
We're
beside me.
We're sworn to secrecy. We can't tell you.
I know. Let's see what's inside.
But it's got this great Advent pop-up.
Fun.
Ba-boom. You went for the Rosé.
The Rosé is really good. That's
Well, you picked the same one you just tried. I was kind of hoping you'd pick any other one but that. Oh my! It's that funny. It's that funny. That's that funny.
You went for the Rosé.
The Rosé is really good.
It.
That's why. Oh my gosh.
You okay? You need anything?
Now, $92.98. Think about it. If you,
I thought about it. It's a ripoff.
Here's what I love, because whether someone enjoys a red, a white, a rosé,
that's right.
It really is the ultimate wine tasting. That rosé was delicious. Tell me what this is.
Oh, this is a little bit of.
This is called horse piss.
Chardonnay here.
Oh,
right. So you've got this beautiful California Chardonnay. It's exactly what a Chardonnay is supposed to look like from California. Medium-bodied, award-winning wine with the surprise of the Advent calendar box. I mean, this is just fantastic.
As I said, I have sent this as gifts to friends and family, and they are thrilled.
They're not thrilled.
They're thrilled to be able to sample award-winning wines.
Right.
It makes it
What are
easy.
these awards? Show me the awards.
Because you've got a little something for everyone. This is wonderful because, 2, perfectly sized in those half-sized bottles, which is great.
Award for what? Best rosé for under $6 award?
You're getting it delivered to your door for less than $93. That's with the shipping included. So, Brian, talk to us about where.
Hey, look.
Where we
Are these the states Harris won? Okay. Never mind.
So 41 states, comes right to your door, right? It's great to have on hand. Most people don't buy 12 bottles at the store. It's too heavy. But if you're sending this a gift or you want to have it on hand, I love it. Think about all the people that stop by.
Yeah.
Whoops. I've got my 12 $7 gifts here at the ready.
Yeah.
Or I enjoy it. I open 1 bottle a night. We pop one thing. It seems to crave a fireplace, right? To enjoy a different wine each time.
Yes. And here's the, because again, this is the Advent box is
Fireplace.
just delightful. And so, it's so incredible that each of the 12 days you can sample something new. But if you notice in front, it is the perfect gift to have on hand. It's something to give to the neighbors. It's something to give to the dog, sitter.
I wouldn't christen a fucking pontoon boat with this thing.
It's something to give the baby, sitter.
And we've heard, this is our 5th year doing it. We've heard from the QVC family all the different uses. Some people use the little tabs. People pick a number as they come into a party, and they don't know which wine they.
Fatty Arbuckle wouldn't waste his time with these bottles.
You've got other people use it as favors. Other people just pair. You know, you're a white wine lover. You've got some crazy cousin who loves red.
Yes, exactly. All right, what do we have here?
Here we have a beautiful.
What, too soon?
Full Pinot Noir, right, from Girard. So actually, if you were actually going to use this for Thanksgiving.
Why do you have to stare us down on every sip? Why?
I'd serve the Chardonnay and the Pinot. You'd have both the white and the red lovers covered.
That's delicious.
But it's got that great nose.
It's just, and you know, for a lot
Chug
of
it
people
then.
who are uncertain, you know, you can
He's
walk
chugging.
into a wine store and have no idea, is this a good one? Will they enjoy it? This makes such an impressive presentation. Can I tell you? Every friend that I thought like, oh, this is cool. I know they enjoy wine, and I know I'm not even sure which they'll love best. Everyone I sent this to thought this was the best thing ever.
Well,
everybody you sent this to thought this was the best thing ever. Might you be exaggerating a smidge? Just a skosh, perhaps? Everybody I gave this to said it's the best thing ever. Okay.
Because it's a discovery, and it really is a wine tasting that you get to enjoy.
Well, think of it. I mean, I can't wrap anything. It's already wrapped for you, right?
Yes.
The bottles, these are all award-winning wines.
Award-winning! Award-winning!
During the holidays, you don't want to experiment on your friends and family. You want to make sure you're serving something that's great.
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, they're real bottles. Some people have written in and asked, are they like on the airplane? No, these are glass with real corks.
That's a good point to
from
make.
fabulous wineries.
Yeah.
Makes a great gift.
It is.
He had to point out that these bottles are made of actual glass.
And always, it's one that's become one that is looked forward to by so many people.
Right.
And so this year, again, award-winning wines. I love that you've got reds, you've got white, you've got rosé. What is this?
How about a little Cabernet?
Oh, that's good. And you know, in our show.
Why do you keep pouring her this much when she takes like a fucking teaspoon's worth of a sip?
Oh, we've got beef, we've got lobster, now you have the perfect wine to pair with maybe whatever you're serving for dinner.
And the other thing too is how many times do you open?
All right, that might not be my best screenshot, but you know, getting a little late in the ball game here. Grab something. Huffing wine. All right.
Some wine. You just want a glass.
How you doing?
Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just two of you each want a glass. The 2.5 servings in the half bottles, and you're not sacrificing any quality. I mean, we love them. We've picked them.
Yeah, you can't sacrifice what doesn't exist, and in this instance, it's quality.
But we sent them out into the industry. They tested them blind.
Really?
They have no idea they're coming to QVC.
Wow.
And all 12 wines have won awards on their own.
Oh, and I love again.
Is it me, or does he look like a grown-up Brian Bostwick from fucking Rocky Horror?
You saw me open
aging.
Number 2, day 2.
Yes.
And take a bottle up. Can I
Sure.
do one more? Let's do one more. And this will be the fun when you are thinking about
Damn
this
it,
as a gift
Janet.
for someone.
You can do 2 a
I
day.
hate
There's no
you.
rules.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I missed a great laugh. Hold on. Folks.
Yes.
Make sure you're not around anything
Take a bottle up.
delicate.
Can I do one more? Let's do one. And this will be the fun when you are thinking about this as a gift for someone.
You can do 2 a day. There's no rules.
Alcoholism is fun.
Thinking about this as a gift for someone.
You can do 2 a day. There's no rules.
When you are thinking about this as a gift for someone.
You can do 2 a day. There's no rules.
Sorry, I just want to... Where are we at?
Rules.
Yeah, hey, you young generation. Keep telling me I'm old. Would an old person sit here and laugh at what I'm doing right now? No. In fact, probably someone half your age should be enjoying what I'm doing. I have the mind of a 10-year-old. Leave me alone. One more time. There's something about pulling it out of the hole and the laughing, the whole thing. It's therapeutic for me. There you go. Put it back in there. Pull it back out. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. God. Folks, sometimes you just got to find those little things that put a smile on your face to get you to the next day. And I think I just had mine.
I know. We won't tell.
What'd you get? Fire Steed. A little Chardonnay. There you go.
Wow.
Wow. We even got like an Owen Wilson. Wow.
It is just, it is a presentation that makes it special. And then the wine is going to be wine that they certainly will enjoy.
Yep.
So remember, the final quantity.
The 5th of November.
That we have for the season is what we have in our inventory now. Right. And we're getting to the middle of November when people are just like, oh,
we're getting into the middle of November? Wait a minute. The middle of November is way more than 4 months away right now. That's right. Yeah, I'm sure it's a repeat from last month, but whatever. They're trying to pass it off.
Let me get prepared so I'm ready for the holidays. So if you want immediate ship, fewer than 400.
Wow.
And then we have a few more to ship for you the week of December 2nd. But you're
being played
need
off.
to let us know that you'd like it. It has a Black Friday sale price. You're getting 12 bottles of award-winning wine in this wonderful
Well, y'all
Advent
come
calendar
back
box,
now, you hear?
And it will be delivered to your door for less than $93. But you just need to make sure you placed your order and done your checkout.
Send it ahead as a gift. You'll get the good piece of pie, I guarantee.
For sure. And you'll have the perfect wine to enjoy with it. M969.
Hey, what's going on there, tiny guy?
I will take both. I actually probably shouldn't because I'm going to be on QVC2 for the next 2 hours with 2 hours of great gifts, including this Eagles polo that I've got on right now, too. So
nice.
Join me over at QVC2 for a little bit.
We'll save some wine for you.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Fuck you, Eagles. You beat my Ravens today.
All right. Listen, stay in the process of ordering your Vintage Wine Estates Advent Calendar 12 Nights of Holiday Wine. And then
die, Eagles, die on the road to misery.
Tenders. We've got those from Rastelli's still to come. Thank you, Brian.
Oh, we've got a one-time only that is already wildly popular from the very short mention
what do you got?
that we made at the top of the show. Over 200 of these have picked up, and you're seeing it for the first time from Delicioso Desserts.
All right. We got to get a slow pour here.
Deep dish apple pie. Oh, yes. One-time only price is $69.
Hold on. My cursor is... For some reason, I use my left hand, and it's harder to use the cursor.
98 4 easy payments of $17.50.
Yeah, we need to slow pour some chocolate sauce or something on here.
Will both go away at the end of the show. That's an hour and 13 minutes to take advantage of this one. It serves 14 people. It's 10 inches wide. It's
Hey, you don't have to brag.
Gorgeous.
Did you say 5 pounds too?
5
pounds of apple pie.
Apple pie. Who's cutting up that many apples?
Nobody.
No.
Thank
Always
goodness.
the cursor issue.
Let us help you feed your family.
And Stacey Soffer is here. This is a beautiful Stacey Soffer here with us.
And I love to cook, but I
Nobody's on any drugs here, folks.
hate to bake because you have to do things like peeling apples.
Of course.
This is amazing because this is apple pie that
Maybe it wasn't a bright idea for QVC to pump nothing but nitrous oxide through the vents.
it's going to eat like a cobbler, which, believe it or not, I grew up liking better than apple pie. So
I don't believe it. See, this is the best, most effective way for these salespeople to lie, is to begin a statement with "believe it or not," because they can say anything after that. It can be the boldest face lie, but they've already covered it. They told you, believe it or not, which means, might not be real.
Leave it to Delicioso, who we know is your Italian dessert expert.
Right.
But they wanted to do something special for the holidays, and they wanted to give you your all-classic Americana with the best twist, the oatmeal.
By the way, this Ari Aster sweater is on fleek.
Kind of streusel.
It's looking good. Yo, Hawaiian Justin Long looking
cobble
older.
on top.
He's starting to get some
We had this at the
wrinkles
top of
under
the show
the
talking
eyes.
about it. Yes, I was like, oh my goodness, this beautiful oatmeal streusel does eat like an
Looks a
apple
little
cobbler,
haggard.
but absolutely is apple pie like. All right, Stacey, you got to tell us about this so I can eat this.
Okay, so again, this is what's great about this. It's going to come pre-sliced for you. You're going to get 14 of these amazing slices. So what you have right there is just jam.
The golden fork, really? Fucking Trump fork.
Packed of the most amazing apples. We use
I've got the
Ida Red
golden
apples
fork.
in this-
We might have a screenshot replacement. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Yeah, that really captures the whimsical, the whimsy of the moment.
red apples on.
Unfortunately, my cursor's stuck again. Stand by. Hi, how are you?
That's kind
Let's run that back.
of the most amazing apples. We use Ida Red apples in this pie.
Yeah, that's good. I'll take it. All right. Save that one for later. Pie guy. Cursor's fucking around again. Great. Well, I can draw this guy. Oh, you can see the cursor fucking around. Come on, man. No, I don't want to make a copy. Hold on. And
that's kind of Ida Reds. Macintosh, think Macintosh. So the perfect mix of sweet and tart. They actually have a firmer flesh, which holds up really well to baking. So what you'll notice is those apples do not
a firmer flesh that holds up well to baking. All right there, Goebbels. Slow your roll.
get mushy, do not fall apart. Look at
Jeez,
how those
that's a great call.
pieces, yeah, look at how these pieces just hold up still. And this is even warmed. We made our little pieces here warm for you. And then we have a beautiful cinnamon forward filling. Everything.
What is a forward filling? Cinnamon forward filling. I would have been fine with just a cinnamon filling. I would have been like, oh, that sounds good. But now I have to sit here and wonder, what is a cinnamon forward filling? What does that mean? Why do I have to take a class to figure this out?
Is made by hand. The fillings are not pre-bought. The crust and the streusel, everything made from scratch. Again, you're going to have those firm apples, and then you're going to have a beautiful crust. Let's not forget about that. Most of the time, I think apple pie falls flat
For sure.
because the crust is dry and tasteless. This
Is it a forward crust?
going to be very much buttery, tender, a little bit of vanilla in the crust. And then again, why I would choose a cobbler over a pie anytime. We give you that cobble over top. It's an oatmeal streusel, brown sugar, again, vanilla, cinnamon. This is how you make some.
Is there anything on this table that could be used to slow pour on top of this? I don't see anything.
Something that's great,
Yes.
better,
100%.
and unforgettable. People will walk away from your dinner and go, 2 days later, can
Unforgettable.
you imagine that apple pie
Remember
that
that pie?
Steve sold? I can't get it off. Or Steve
That's
sold.
what
Steve
this
served.
is.
Right. I can't get it.
I'm really trying to mimic some of these laughs, and when I try to mimic, I'm it's not easy to even do. How's that a regular laugh?
Or Steve sold.
Yes.
Steve served.
Steve
I
sold
can't-
us.
Right. I can't get it out of my mind.
Guys, this is fantastic. Carrie,
And then he just immediately goes back into sales pitch mode.
how many of these
You were
do we
just having like the best laugh you've had all year.
have left?
It's weird.
Fewer than
It's weird. Yeah, you definitely got to get the diaphragm involved, and that's where I fuck up. I'm just trying to do it all from the neck up.
1,100 now to go around right now. We just launched this. This is fantastic. I like to say that you
That's why I'm not going to Hollywood, dog.
get to save time and gain time back with something like this. This would take
Oh,
you
wait,
all
wait.
day.
She's putting on a dollop. Is slowly dolloping. Is a dollop close enough to a pour?
To make that shortbread crust, the beautiful apples, that oatmeal streusel. This is wonderful, Stacey. And I love that you just said about the apple, because you know what I don't like
Yes.
about apple pie typically?
What?
Apple pie filling.
Oh,
what?
yes.
What is that?
I know. And a lot of people make it with like a pre-bought filling.
That's
and
exactly
you can
it.
really taste the difference when everything's
This
fresh.
is not the case.
A little apple pie almost.
Yeah, I also know that can of apple filling costs like $2, and you want an $85 fucking price tag for your pie.
A la mode. This is like taking me back to like being a little girl, going to the diner, and that's the only place you could get like a really good deep
Truly.
dish apple pie.
Yes.
And the little ice cream on top. You can serve it like this or
How many slices you get this? 12? So they're still coming out to like $10 a slice. That's crazy. And a big fat thing of ice cream on top. It's like a $12 at-home dessert.
$69.98 for easy.
I'll go with a Pop-Tart. How about this? Give me a 50-cent Pop-Tart, and I'll use the other $11.50 to pack a bowl with some Kind Bud and take a bong hit. You can have your $18 fucking apple pie, all right?
Easy payments of $17.50 will also go away at the end of the show. We have less than 900 remaining now. We just brought this in. 5 pounds, 10 inches.
3 different kinds of apples in one pie. Andrea, what kind of madness is that? That's how pandemics get started. I don't know.
Annie?
You might have to have a talk with your son.
In diameter, serves 14. And these aren't sliver
Don't cross Apple Nate.
pieces. These are nice, big,
What?
hearty
Oh.
pieces, which is exactly what we want during this time of year. These beautiful, fresh apples. Oh my goodness, I love the bite in the
Is one of the 3 a crab apple?
apple. It's not mushy at all. It's wonderful.
Thank you. And again, that's because we use the best ingredients. The Ida Reds really are a baker's secret in terms of keeping that firmer texture, but giving you
God, they cut to him for a reaction shot. And he knows that they're going to cut to him for a reaction shot. So he's locked in.
that perfect balance of sweet tart. So
God. I don't know, man. Folks, that's the difference. 2 frames between looking completely alert and able to operate a vehicle to shit-faced drunk. Completely fine, shit-faced drunk. Completely fine, shit-faced drunk. That's all it takes, folks.
So if it was a completely sweet apple, guess what? It would be too much with the cinnamon and the brown sugar and the vanilla. This, with the tartness a little bit to it with that Ida Red, really plays well up against the butter and all the other ingredients. So really, delicioso. I want you to know you're not going to find
It's
this incredible
delicioso.
pie anywhere else.
Oh.
We serve only to the finest White Claw
Stranzo.
restaurants.
Right.
And here at QVC, and we've been doing it, I think now 8, 9 years. And when you have our dessert, 5 years ago to today, we don't change the ingredients. Everything is high quality.
Love.
And
How
they
hard
all
is it
become,
to
I think,
fork
an
a little bit on
unforgettable
that?
part of your meal.
This
I
is so
truly do.
fantastic. I'd show you like all of my piece of pie, but I've eaten most of it. I love the fact that it's still.
Look at, he's got a cheek full like a chipmunk.
I'd show you.
So he can talk out of the side of his mouth like this. I'm chewing my cud right now. I might look a little bit awkward as I'm sorry about. Hey, does my face look strange right now? I apologize. I'm just trying to enjoy some apple pie. What's the problem? Huh?
Like all of my piece of pie, but I've eaten most of it. I love the fact that it still has like the crust. It's still intact. It's not all like see-through, you know? No soggy bottom here with this one.
You talking about them soggy bottom boys?
This is fabulous. $69.98.
I am a
of
man
both of
of
which will go away at
constant
the end of the
sorrow.
show. We have less than 800 now remaining.
I've
This is going
seen
very quickly. You definitely want to check out with Delicioso Desserts. 5-pound deep dish apple pie. Now you have an hour and 6 minutes to take advantage of that. Oh my goodness, Stacey, thank you so much for bringing this to us. This is
I'm
fantastic.
just a stranger.
Thanks so much.
All right, crew. Apple
I have
pie
no
for all of you back
friends
there.
to help
All
me
right,
now.
Leah, what you got going on over there?
Oh, lobster tails, Steve.
What?
Do we like lobster?
Yes, we do.
Like a foreskin. Hey! Clipped for the very first time. Like a foreskin. Get that flap out next to mine. I'm going to take a free piss. I got rid of the flap. Sorry, I'm just thinking on the on the fly.
So that delicious apple pie is a one-time only, meaning the price is just...
Oh, wait. Graphic doesn't match product. That does not look like an apple pie. If that is an apple pie, then we're watching Kay's cooking. Graphic doesn't match. Product is on the board, folks. Folks. What's on QVC1? Electric toothbrush, bedroom toy? Oh, my God. This could be it. Folks, this could be the moment.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure! We've come too far! There's too much to lose! We've got to keep our composure!
What? Where the hell is this electric toothbrush you speak of? I'm looking at fucking linens. Couldn't be far. Oh, wait. Wait, hair bands? How far behind are you, Judy? Oh, for God's sakes. We got to go back several products. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need more info. What does it look like I'm doing, Judy? What does it look like I'm doing?
Judy! Judy! Judy!
All right. Hold on. I gotta, this is real forensic evidence I need to gather here if we're going to make the case for bedroom toy. What's the precedent for this, Marcia?
Right there, it's charging my toothbrush in the cup.
It's incredible. And it's so efficient.
How pretty it is.
It's so beautiful. I have the rose gold one at home.
So it does have some sort of vibration going on with the bristles, right? Vibrating bristles? That's all I need to know. Yes or no? Do these bristles in some way
It
vibrate?
also comes with a travel case, right? And it's going to come with a brush head.
And take a...
Hey, Marcia, that's an inconsequential question because everybody's sensitivity level is different. It might only take the tiniest vibration to assist one person versus somebody who might need, I don't know, something akin to like a industrial-sized washing machine on a spin cycle. All right, let's take a look.
So when you do travel, I'll pull this over.
Yes.
If you do
Yeah.
want to travel, everything looks really nice and neat,
That's
and you will
actually
want
my
to travel.
toothbrush, Sandra.
Oh, well then.
Oh, wait, more maniacal laughter, but I
Well, if
mean,
you do
this
wanna
carrying
travel,
case
everything looks really nice.
May I present Exhibit A?
Nice and neat, and you will.
This is Exhibit A in terms of bedroom toy, because you got a special little hiding place. Hide it in a hiding place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your lock and lock.
What a toothbrush, Sandra. Oh, well, then I won't touch the top of that.
But I come here with it.
Let me not pull your tooth.
I mean, the way these ladies are fucking laughing their ass off, I'd say they've already used this thing like 5 minutes ago.
The top of that.
Hold on.
But I come here with it.
Let me not pull your toothbrush.
It's okay. It's good, but I want to show you too. So with this, we're just going to switch. So I have it on Gum Health right now. If we can get a close-up, you can see
Now,
as
what
soon
is
as
the
I
difference
hold it.
between
Wait, it
Gum
has
Health
settings?
and just regular? What does the Gum Health do?
Gum Health. So you're always going to get that smart.
Are there settings for different levels or whatever of vibration?
Timer 2 minutes.
Because that, to me, that's we're done, game over, not TKO. It's a wrap.
Right, with the Gum Health, you're going to get a bit more time, and it's going to give you that pace.
Oh, I can hear it.
That's going to go.
I can hear it. I can hear the evidence, folks.
Game over.
Bingo! Folks.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
That's how you do it. That's home shopping bingo. You're welcome. Yeah, I think we're about due for, I don't know, at minimum at this stage of this channel, since I've come back from the baseball season, to get at minimum from somebody in chat, I don't know, something along the lines of a thank you, Steve, for such an excellent journey through this last couple of hours of bingo playing and acting like a court jester for our entertainment and amusement. All right, that's better. All right. I pandered for one. That'll work. All right, we've got a little bit of time. My life will go back to being a living hell.
There you go.
So I may as well milk this for a little while longer. You're welcome, Marcia. You're entirely welcome, Judy. Ah, God, that feels better. The rush of relevance. Oh, it's a drug. It's a powerful drug. All right. Now we're going to check my watch later for anything I might have put in there since the last time I was on. I can never remember anymore. I don't have any more memory. Hey, thanks, Mike. Is this your first time kind of hanging here? Subscribe and hit that notification thing, because my hours aren't always predictable. If I'm on, it'll be around 9 o'clock Eastern. And I should be on tomorrow. But, All right. Well, fantastic. To be honest, we need to even out the gender here a little bit, because I don't want to get any accusations that I'm building a cult or a harem or whatever the hell here. I'm not brainwashing anybody, I hope. Okay, so what we have here is a very long clip, so we're not going to watch all this, but maybe we can just chill and watch this block of commercials from KXLI. Where that is, I don't know, but obviously it's west of the Mississippi. And this is October 29th, 1988, where were you? Just before election 88, just before the first Bush gets elected. On the eve of Halloween, 88, peak 80s. I was an 11-year-old going Halloween shopping right around this point. Hey, I've got 2 more subs. Hey, folks, at this rate, I'll be monetized by 2027. So look out for that. I get really funny when I'm into my 70s. Jesus Christ. This channel has no chance, folks. All right. My first Bush was Clinton. My first Bush was Clinton. All right. Here's some commercials. And I did have sex with that woman. I did have sexual relations. Whoa. Nice. Sounds a little bit loud. Let's take this down a little bit. The Animals, folks. Don't let me be misunderstood. That's right. One of my favorite voices in all of music. Eric Burden.
Sometimes I feel a little mad. But don't you know that?
Folks, you know how I love to sing, if you know me. Eric Burden's one that, everything has to have... You have to give everything you love in life boundaries and, what do you call it? Like restrictions, right? So, like, for example, I would never try to sing along to anything Eric Burden's singing because his voice is that fucking... I can't. I'm not in his league. I'll sing along to A Flock of Seagulls, no fucking problem, right? Because we're talking about Eric Burden here. This is not... All right, this is pretty freaky. I gotta be honest, if I'm 11 years old, I don't know what the hell this is, but this is freaking me out. See, right now, I'm not gonna sing. You don't know how difficult that was for me to do.
Next on the Joey Rivera Show.
Oh, the Joey Rivera Show. Hey, I'm Joey Rivera, huh? Got the Flavor Saver, the discount Don Johnson.
We will talk to Mr. David Vincent, who survived.
It's like if Jeff Foxworthy was working Miami Vice, huh?
An Invaders marathon.
I'm looking for Dr. Forrester and TV's Frank next to here. Actually, would be what was Josh Weinstein's character's name in the first season there, Marcia? What the fuck was his character's name? I can't even think of it. Dr. Earhart? I don't even remember them even saying it.
Who survived an Invaders marathon. So what happened when you first turned on the TV set for the marathon?
There was this light, a kind of glow.
And you watched 26 hours of the...
I see what he did. He edited himself talking to somebody in another movie. Hey, that reminds me. I was just thinking, remember back when Conan O'Brien was like the hippest late night talk show back in the 90s? They were kind of breaking some of the rules and doing stuff like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog is still one of my all-time favorite creations of anything. But speaking of Robert Smigel, I was just thinking because I was watching a clip of a Jingle All the Way. I guess because as soon as the calendar turns to December, you're just inundated with Christmas movie shit. And I saw this thing from Jingle All the Way last night. It made me think of that bit that was so popular. Do you remember how popular that bit was on Conan O'Brien? Where it would just be a fucking photograph or like a cutout of a photograph of a celebrity. And they would just cut the mouth out and like blue screen, green screen, whatever, Robert Smigel's mouth moving to Arnold Schwarzenegger's face. And he said like, ah! And they would just sit there and it It was brilliant comedy. And all it was just a fucking still photo and somebody's lips talking. And it was innovative as shit. And now it feels prehistoric. And yet it's still hilarious. But I just remember that they would always mention the movie Jingle All the Way. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that Christmas movie Jingle? I don't hold that in regard as a Christmas classic movie. I didn't see it when it came out in the theater, and the one time I wound up sitting through it, I thought it was pretty, I don't know. I don't think it deserves its place in a Christmas classic category, does it? Jingle All the Way? I don't know. I've seen a lot of channels, movie reaction channels, reacting to Jingle All the Way.
The Invaders on TV
I don't know.
Heaven.
Sorry for the tangent. True. By the way, those file cabinets, Marsha, you know how I feel about
the
file
Invaders
cabinets.
on TV Heaven.
There's something about this era of file cabinet. I have a fetish for these, folks. You have to really know me a long time to know this fact, but I've got a fetish for file cabinets like this. From this era, like late 50s, early 60s, well, or pretty much the whole 60s. But yeah, late 50s through the 60s, file cabinets.
Afraid it's true.
Confessions of a Television Maniac.
This is not on fleek. I like the popped collar over here, though.
On the next Joey Rivera show.
Yeah, this is definitely 80. Yeah, I was about to say, when is this? But yeah, it says it's in 1988. Yeah, I mean, do you feel the 88-ness coming off of this?
Confessions of...
I think 88, 89 might have been the worst period of fashion, both clothing, haircuts, the whole spiel. It might have been the worst 2-year run in my lifetime. Nobody knew what to do. Transitioning between the 80s and the 90s. Nobody knew what to do. So you wound up with outfits like this. You know?
Of a Television Maniac. On the next Joey Rivera.
Pleats. No belt, tucked in shirt, but it's like oversized and it looks ridiculous. This awful popped up collar.
Rivera show.
Sorry.
No more.
I just realized I'm 1 minute into an hour and 26-minute long thing, and I think I've had this clip up now for 15 minutes. I'm pausing too much. I'm sorry.
No way this guy's gonna beat me.
I got stoned. This guy's ears. He got those Henry Thomas ears. Whoa!
Not today.
That's how you hit a tennis ball. Did you hear that?
My serve is booming. Forehand. Connors.
That's the noise I like to make when I hit a ball playing tennis or something. And it's the same noise Bruce Willis would make when he punched the Swedish guy with the long blonde hair in Die Hard, you know, and he winds up wrapping him up with the chain and sending him off. Every time he punches him, he goes, "Huh-uh!" And I just took it forever. From 1988 on, I played tennis, I hit a ball.
A forehand, just like Connors.
Every time. I've had to live with this now for
backhand.
Fucking nearly 40 years. That's my grunt, you know? Like Monica Seles had a famous grunt. You know, some tennis players, that's mine.
I read all about psyching out guys like this. And it works.
Yeah, my serve was terrible. That's why I couldn't play tennis. Anybody here play tennis? I love playing tennis, but I can't serve. I can't throw the stupid ball up straight and hit it hard with any accuracy. I could never figure it the fuck out. I can volley like anybody. I mean, if I could get to the ball, I could get it over and back. But I couldn't fucking serve. So I could never really get good at
when you get the right
like a real game. I'd get a friend like, hey, you want to play tennis? And I'd be like, yeah. And we get to the court. And he's like, can we play a game this time? I'm like, can we just volley? I just want to volley. I'm like, come on, man, let's play a game. I'm like, come on, man. All right, but you can't. You gotta let me like have 3. You gotta let me quadruple fault if I have to. You know.
This guy's gonna be
Serve
lucky to get
stunk.
more than 2 games
Oh!
off. Get a year of
Sorry, what is this?
tennis for only
magazine.
$9.97, less than half the newsstand price. Call 800-228.
What is there to fucking watch ESPN? What do you want to know?
2210. You'll also get our free booklet with tips to improve your game. Call
Oh, tips.
800-228-2210.
I read tennis magazine. I play tennis better.
What
Whoa, whoa, ladies, hello.
Release the Kraken.
This.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
I tell you what.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Is Fitz still around?
Calories
Oh,
faster
God,
than
my
jogging.
sinuses are
What's
going at
better
me.
than cycling?
Give me a
What's
minute.
the #1 fitness exercise in the world? It's cross-country skiing. Now, there's a cross-country skiing simulator that firms and tones the entire body and puts total fitness in easy reach of everyone. It's called Easy Glider, and it's the first ski
remember how
simulator that's
fucking
easy to afford.
big this
Just
was
20 minutes
during
every
its
other
heyday.
day. An hour a week is all it takes to. It's easy to afford.
What was the main one called? The brand name one that, like, if you reference this thing, you always I can't remember. But Nordic Track, thank you, Nordic Track. For the remainder of however long I'm streaming tonight, folks, be aware that I am now having another attack in my face, and I can no longer breathe through my nose again. And several other things are happening, and you can't see any of it. Maybe just a little bit of a flinch from what feels like an electric shock, but other than that, it's just
20 minutes every other day. An hour a week is all it takes to strengthen and
My, oh
firm
my.
all major muscle groups and lose
I knew there was a reason I remember this commercial.
every other day. An hour
I
a
was
week
trying
is
to think, like, why
all it takes to
does this
strengthen and
commercial
firm
look familiar?
all major muscle
Yeah.
groups and lose weight aerobically. Step on the glider pads. Set the tension control
As a supplement, sure.
for desired resistance.
I think if you had a Nordic Track with some Astroglide, your weekend is set.
on a road to fitness as invigorating as a cross-country.
In fact, if you can build a contraption kind of like George Clooney in Burn After Reading, if you've ever seen that, where you can kind of have a tandem Astroglide, or what? I'm sorry, Nordic glide, whatever the fuck this is, where the dude could like be gliding right behind,
Run with Easy Glider, you can burn up
Stop! I can stop. Oh, sorry.
to 360
I thought I had a good idea. I'm
calories
sorry.
per workout, and you'll feel great. Your reward
Hey, how you
is
doing?
total fitness, improved endurance and energy.
Gee, it seems like this camera's shooting it at a particular level for some reason I can't understand.
Weight loss, superior toning of chest, arms and back, calves, thighs, and buttocks. The smooth fluid gliding action means there's none of jogging shocks or injuries. And unlike exercise bikes or jogging, all major muscles get an efficient workout. Notice the quality
Not side by side.
construction of the sturdy metal frame. This handsome unit folds down quickly for easy storage. Other ski simulators give your wallet a workout.
Give me
because
your fucking money. Give me your
This costs as
fucking
much
money.
as
Give me your
$500.
fucking money.
But Easy Glide
Jane, his wife.
simulators give your wallet a workout because they cost as much as $500. But Easy Glider is yours for just 3 easy payments of $19.95, and your satisfaction is absolutely
Yes, I am satisfied.
guaranteed.
He's on this thing so fucking much. By the end of the night, he's so tired he just passes out, and then it's party time for me.
Finally, the
What?
benefits of cross-country skiing are in easy
Oh,
reach
shit.
with Easy Glider. Grab the bargain.
That's how you pick up a phone.
Are in easy reach with Easy Glider.
I want the phone to come to me like this. How did they do this? How did they do this? Obviously, this isn't CGI or something. How the fuck did they pull this off? Oh, I think I saw a string. I think there's one frame where I saw a string. I still don't know how they did it, though. Hold on, folks. I'm looking for evidence. Somewhere in here. No? All right, what's the secret? How can they make it? It's one thing if they just threw it, but it's spinning as it's like perfectly spinning into his hand. Or is it something they did backwards and ran it? But then how did he let go of it to make it? I don't fucking know. Normally I feel like I still see something going on up here. I just can't find it. I got to figure this stuff out. I thought about it, but then how does it make sense that he is holding it like this and then it just suddenly, he opens his palm and it just starts. Maybe it's a combination. Maybe the string is pulling it in reverse as he opens his palm. Why am I trying to figure it? This is why I could not get along with other people growing up for too long. I would get stuck on something like this.
Are in easy reach with Easy Glider.
I just watch that and go,
Grab
how
the
did he do
bargain.
that?
Call toll free.
And then I wouldn't let it go. Easy Glider. It's even without the Astro part. It does sound pretty. Like I would call the 1-800 number and be like, can you send this to me without the name of it on the box? Because people are gonna, they're gonna make
$19.95 each, and we won't bill the last payment till you've tried Easy Glider for 60 days. Yes, you get a full 60-day home trial before the last payment.
60 days.
Easy Glider comes with a full 1-year warranty. Call 1-800-451-5200 now.
All right.
Beginning November 2nd,
Whoa.
Wednesdays are now
Yul Brynner?
special feature Wednesdays in TV Heaven
Clint
41
Eastwood?
as we showcase the best
Kermit
in comedy,
and
musicals,
Fonzie?
suspense,
Fozzie?
romance,
Sorry. Always do
horror, and the kitchen
Oh,
sink
nice.
for your best Wednesday night viewing.
Thanks,
Tune
Clarence.
into TV Heaven 41 for special feature Wednesdays,
Butch
where
and
there's something for
Sundance?
even the most discriminating mind.
A Trump rally? Batman and Robin?
Jumbo, where's the hope of the world now?
Oh shit! All right, that freak. Whoa! This is nightmare fuel. What is this? I've never heard music less appropriate for the images I'm looking at. This is freaking me out, and I'm listening to some doo-wop band. What is this?
Way downtown, from within the dim light cast to silhouette on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made.
It's like that video you have to watch in The Ring before you get the 7 days phone call.
Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Whoa. Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Whoa.
Wow. All right. So apparently this local channel has a sci-fi night, and they did a local compilation advertisement, and they picked that as the music. I would argue they picked inappropriate music. Like, I can't really think of music less appropriate.
Hey, thanks to these airbags here, this job is now a piece of
Hey, you
cake,
can learn a
man.
lot from these
Yeah, I'll tell
guys.
you something, partner. I just might stick around a few more years. But Vince... No more dashboard du jour or Vince under glass, huh? But Vince, look out!
Even with airbags, Vince, you still got to remember to buckle your safety belt.
Now you tell me.
The guy who's talking on the right, I know that voice. Do you guys know that voice? Because that's somebody. So
Even with airbags, Vince, you still got to remember to buckle your safety belt.
Now you tell me. You could learn a lot.
All right, this was a huge ad campaign. I'm going to do some... I got to look this up. Crash Test Dummies, not the band. Who did the voice? Not the band. I know that voice. You guys know that guy? Shit. Hold on. I should be wrapping up soon. I shouldn't be going down a rabbit hole like this. I should just be wrapping up. Crash Test Dummies, commercials, actors. Help me out. Or voices. Voice actors. God damn it. Where's the I? Oh, sorry. I can't type. Jack Burns, Lorenzo Music. All right. I got to look these two up. Jack Burns. Oh, he's done the Muppet Show. He was a head writer on the first season of the Muppet Show. All right, so that's big. I should know who Jack Burns is. Oh, look at Michael Richards. Oh, from that show Fridays. The failed attempt to challenge Saturday Night Live. But he had Larry David on that show. Michael Richards. There's Larry David right there. Jack Burns, head writer of that show. Okay. Muppet Movie. So maybe it's him. Maybe it's him that I'm thinking of because that voice. I know that fucking voice. Oh, Lorenzo Music is Garfield's voice? Okay, that's it. That's the one I'm thinking of. That is Garfield. That's Garfield talking. How can they use Garfield's voice? Oh, shit. I just realized. I thought I was... All right, I'm done for tonight. I just skipped ahead to what I thought was the end of the commercial to hear the dude talk, and instead I realized, oh, yeah, I'm watching a 75-minute compilation, and now I just completely lost track of where I even was. Hey, look at this EGA-inspired, like, fucking address sign. What is this? It looks like it's on a... written on limestone. Is that Rhoda you're trying to write? I barely remember watching Rhoda. I watched all Mary Tyler Moore. I didn't get deep into Rhoda. And then there's Maude. See what I did there? Didn't really watch Maude either. I know the theme song, though. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight, folks. And, 90s commercials. 6 minutes, though. That's not enough. That barely wets my whistle. Why mess around with that? Maude wasn't related to... I thought she was. You mean to tell me she's not... B. Arthur had a character not named Maude on Mary? Her name was Phyllis? Is that what you're saying? Don't make me do more research. B. Arthur had a fucking recurring role on Mary at some point in later seasons, right? But it's not Maude? Oh, yeah. Phyllis, okay. Cloris Leachman, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. But tell me this. Fucking B. Arthur wasn't on... I know Betty White was. She was... she wasn't... yeah. Yeah. I thought B. Arthur had a... She wasn't on Rhoda? She wasn't on Rhoda. Shit. So Maude was a spin-off of All in the Family? Okay. Right. Yeah, because it was like season 1 or 2 of All in the Family, right? Where she comes in to Archie's house, and I love how I get a no and a yes almost simultaneously. She comes into Archie's house, and she's like the first character to like really give Archie like a run for his money, you know, and being a woman and all. It was extra, like, it was a big TV moment, which launched B. Arthur's TV career, I guess, right? But, you know, at the time, I was not even alive yet. And the Jeffersons, yeah. Are those the only 2? I wouldn't be surprised if there were more than 2. Not counting Archie Bunker's Place, which I guess is just a self-spinoff. How long did that last? 1 season? 2, maybe? That was on right into my I mean, that show started before I was born. But it was Archie's Bunker's Place was still on when I was young enough or old enough to remember watching it on like first run TV. I'm just slightly attached to the 70s. Born in 77. By the time it hits 1980, I'm 2.5, which is old enough to just have a few fading memories. And I remember watching Mork and Mindy when it was like blowing up. That was like that had to have been like 1980, right? I definitely remember Mork and Mindy being huge at a very young age. Anyway, I should go now. I like memories, particularly because they were in the past. I don't know. All right, that's it for me. Gloria. Have a good night, folks. Big week coming up. Is it? I don't know. It's December. We've got 4 full weeks left in 2024. What you going to do with them? And then New Year's. Oh, God. Yeah, don't we all? Well, I don't. I'll see you later, though. I'm out of here. Have a good night. 9 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern. Probably. All right. Thanks for hanging out, and good times a spinoff of Maude. What about What's Happening? Was What's Happening a spinoff of something? Feels like it should be. Boom, 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 boom. It's not easy to whistle anymore. Oh, yeah, you're right. The movie Cooley High. Yes. You know, I've only seen that movie once. And I think I was in college. And I remember learning that connection, having grown up watching What's Happening with no idea of the existence of Cooley High until, I was probably 19, 20 when I saw that. So late 90s. Well after watching What's Happening in my youth. Anyway, yeah, fun stuff. Sorry, everybody. Just enjoying this part of the day and milking it for as long as possible. But I must go. I must go. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.